Not overly, I should say. Whereas, what do you call it? I want that in front of my thumbs, preferably. There we go. Um, we kind of, I did do stuff for the first Halloween because I knew it's the internet and people around the world will be doing Halloween and stuff. But at the same time, I kind of, it didn't, it's not really super important to me, not in the way it is to other people. This year, I didn't do it because I had other stuff going on and I was just exhausted and I just didn't have that in me to set all of it back up in Streamlabs. You are repeating yourself. You need to select something different and then go on a repeat cycle from there. See how we go with that. Because VLC player will only play so many songs before it starts to just go back on itself. And this is a 80-hour playlist. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I pasted the hype thing. I know it's behind here somewhere. Not that, not that. So basically, for anybody that doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing, because that's fair. I've just been mostly talking tonight for like 4 hours. It's fine. It happens. Art stream's different. Art stream's anywhere between 3 hours and 11 hours. And usually when I'm drawing, I don't really talk much. So the music's up and you guys just listen to that and shit. But I had planned to turn hype into raid. But unfortunately, when I made hype, I cropped the original file and it's been saved for so long I can't uncrop it. So that's an issue. But I made love from hype and I know that if I import all the stuff I want from hype onto love and then save it and change it as raid, I can then have a workable full size file. That's what I'm trying to do. We also had Top Gun earlier. I like Top Gun, but we had that. Maybe Treaty. I don't know if I feel like Treaty or if I feel like Daphne. I might let it find its next song. Hold on, let's have a quick scroll around. I'm up like really high in the list at the moment. Let's take it down the bottom. I haven't heard any Cascadia. Ecuador's great. We hear that in a usual playlist. Oh, you know what I should do is I should go looking for the album. I sorted this into album to make it even more kind of all over the place. Yeah, it's not up here. All right, well, fucking checkmate. I wasn't expecting that. You know what I could do? I want to stitch this in the fucking aqua section. I was going to sit this in the aqua section, but let's not do that. Did you say VLC? There's a shuffle playlist add-on that's supposed to fix that. Yeah, I think you guys know I don't generally change much stuff, but this usually I don't care in a big enough playlist like this. I normally just let it play, or I put it on scramble, and I don't not usually sitting listening to the same playlist for that long. In this case, I'm just trying to find. Hold on, what was that? I know there's a song around the song that I've found, and I can't remember what it is. Fine, I'll find something in a minute. We have music going at the moment. I'm just trying to find a better song to kind of start it off. Because if I leave it going, well, I could put this on Powerpuff Girls. Or I could put this back on the fucking Hamster Dance. Great. I had it on Bramstein and I had Linkin Park at the start of the night. I was down to listen to that. We were down in here. What have we got down here? because I'm not sure what's in. Oh my god, I could play it. Hold on. I can't let that play because of what's in it, but I gotta change it before it plays because the new rules and shit says that I can't display that. But I used to have the look at my horse thing as a channel point redeem a long time ago. Everybody is sad that I took it away, but I had to take it away because there's a horse stick in it. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. What else is in here? I could put that on. We can start in that section. I'll let it play down on its own for a little bit and I'll see how it goes. I'm not saying that this section's exclusively like pony stuff, but let me just see. I take it back into titles. Yeah, if I do it alphabetically, that's a mixed bag and a half. Some of that shit's doubled up though. We'll see. I don't know. Did you say VLC? Yeah, no, I saw that. All right. Now, I was trying to find the layer that says hype because it's fucking in here somewhere. I copied it in here and I can't. Maybe that. There we go. Finally. Get ready to take on. What's it? Got ready for the take on me there. Oh, really? That was in there. I don't know. It's good shit. I've got all kinds of crap in this list. Like we're up in the B's at the moment. I don't think Take on Me would be at. Oh no, there it is. Hold on. There you go. We've got all sorts of shit up here. I should have probably, at this point, I could probably just start from the A's. It would be pretty well shuffled. Although there's a lot of double ups in the top. Oh, let's move that. And I like some of the AKB shit. That can definitely come back. Let's move these out of the way because there's like a triple. Like I said, I did not vet this list before I played it. I just know some of the stuff in here is doubled up. That should be fine. That should be kind of mixed bag for a little bit at least. And some of it's going to be video, some of it's going to be music. It'll be fun. I actually do like this in the red. My only thing is I'm going to have to make that bigger. You know, the funniest thing is I legit thought, like, if I wasn't gas bagging tonight, which is perfectly okay that that's happening, by the way. Usually when I do art stream, I don't talk much at all. But then again, like more often than not, I normally get people just listening to music, so conversation doesn't always happen. In this case, like conversations happened and it's been great. And instead of drawing like 3 emotes, I'm like, we'll get one if we're lucky. It's like, you'll get one and you'll like it kind of attitude is what I feel like my stream is tonight. Imagine that. It's like you get one, your ration is 1 emote. I'm going to have to probably look at like changing where a thumb sits by the look of it. I don't think I can move that forwards in any way. Oh no, if I sit it there, it just barely peeks through and it gives the illusion of a hand holding the letters. It's fine, I'm cool with that. I've been downloading loads of YouTube videos to rip to MP3 for the ancient Sony Ericsson. So the thing is, like, I had a few CDs. My brother had a lot of CDs. My cousin had a fuck ton of CDs. And my coworkers, one of my coworkers was a like music enthusiast. And so one day I was at work and I said that I think I had like, hold on, let me just double check what I've got at the minute. Because I think I said I had only 10 gigs of music. That's my music folder. What have I got now? Yeah, I definitely said I only had 10 gigs of music because I have 131 gigs of music now, thanks to that coworker. Mostly thanks to the coworker because he had fully itemized every single like CD, like fucking hell. He had it all perfectly labeled and itemized, and it was great. So I immediately got hundreds of gigs. I actually had more. I had closer to like 200. But at the time, back when hard drives were gigabytes, not terabytes, I didn't have that kind of space. So I did have to delete some. I deleted some of the ones, like I went through and I listened, like obviously I don't have that much time in my life to listen to everything, but like I went through and I listened to like a good amount, and I found that, I don't know, I found that like some of the music just wasn't my thing. I'm like, that's okay. So I'm like, I just thought, well, if I come across it later in life, I will listen to it. If not, like, I won't be losing anything. That's how I kind of like saw it. So yeah, I just deleted just literally albums of music because I just didn't need it. I'm not entirely sure how much bigger this is than the other one, but we will figure it out. The other one is there, but I need this to basically be its own color. The good old days of Microsoft. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't have some music myself. I'm just saying, like, I probably shouldn't be saying that I had music myself, you know. Although back then you could also like download a lot of stuff from YouTube without having to have like premium and shit. Like it was just a feature that you could do, which is so good. And you want to download something these days, you either got to have like fucking premium, or you've got to have some kind of like a rip situation, you know. I don't know by how much I need this to be bigger. It definitely needs. I'm thinking what I did with the other one. Hold on. Let me bring in the actual emote unchanged. That way I know what I'm looking at, because I've been fiddling with this all night. Open that. Yeah, it has the outline. I'm thinking what I did is I did that manually. So I feel like I did. Okay. So making this a bigger size isn't going to help me. Delete that. All right. Yeah, this is back to the old manual. Hide the hands. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna need look, Raid Shadow. I was like, I'm typing Raid Shadow and I'm like, oh, I could finish that sentence, but I'm not sponsored. Oh man, that was tempting. That was very tempting. I actually like this intro song. Hold on. It's a good song. It's gonna make the next song fucking loud though. I like Atatsuki no Yona, by the way. That's what this anime is. I love it. I really do. I've read so much of the manga, fucking hundreds of chapters of the manga. It's such a great fucking thing. Like this, basically this like princess of ancient times is kind of like driven out of a castle, and she kind of has to like, I guess kind of like form a collection of like these mythical dragon things, legendary dragons that shouldn't technically exist, so she can have the power of her land to take it back. And she goes from being like this pampered princess to actually being like a capable person. It's so great. Obviously, it's like reverse harem as fuck, but it's some good shit. It's some great shit, realistically. Like, this is from somebody that doesn't get much out of like fucking any kind of romance anime at all. But like, I don't know. I like their overall chemistry between the characters. I think it's good. Turn that back down before we burst our eardrums on whatever the fuck else is going to play. Like I said, I like I don't know what's in this list. It could be literally anything. Oh yeah, anime shit. That 2 hours in, I was like, I don't think very conducive to productive environment today. The actual thing is like usually, so when I have like my Skitsmiths playlist or I have my pony playlist, I draw to that. It's consistent, similar sort of music all the time. So I can kind of like drone out to it. Whereas this, because it's all over the place and it's got a lot of throwbacks and it's got a lot of video clips of like animes and stuff, like it does have like a bit of my attention. But to be fair, I am legit just enjoying having a chat. I actually think I might do this as like a square around it, honestly. I thought about like doing it perfectly to it, but Yeah, no, let's do a square. Let's just paint a square behind it. I don't know. It's been fun though, because like I don't mind having a gas bag stream and stuff like that. Because there's certain games that I play that make it really difficult to do that. Like, you know, for instance, if I'm running through somewhere or it's got a lot of dialogue and it's start stop and you know, this is I need to turn the hair off so I can see. This is nice in that way that like I can just like not worry about it. Plus I can look up shit. This is the purpose of Artstream. More so than yes, I'm going to draw something and yes, it's going to contribute something towards the channel that you guys can use. Like, yes, that exists, but ultimately at the end of the day, I get to have like, I don't know, a hangout sort of session with you where I don't really have to worry, you know? What's the name of the fantasy anime with the reverse harem? Atsuki no Yona, hold on. Um Atsuki no Yona. I might have spelt it wrong. Oh yeah, I did with Yoni. Yona. Hold on. It doesn't narrow it down. Oh no, I know which one was being mentioned because I also have it. Whoa, shit! How is that so much louder? I must have my music down way low. Welcome in, Joey. Thank you for follow. We are mostly gas bagging and kind of half just like distracted, just listening to music and video clips and shit. But yeah, I have it listed in Discord too. And Crunchyroll has it. It should. So it's only got one season. Atasuke no Yona only has one season that I am aware of that's out. The only issue is that it's good and it will probably make you end up reading the manga because like you'll want to know more. It's kind of pretty to the story. I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate to the story, most of it. Because like I'm really big on like any stories where like for instance Run the Half. Run the Half's a good one where it's the old one is 1-to-1 to the actual books, right? Whereas I don't know about the new anime. I know there's a new anime. I want to see it. I also kind of don't really want to see, you know, a remake of it, but I would probably watch it because it's Ranma. So yeah, I probably will. I also could do this a lot easier, but this is fine. This'll do. I'll take the little extra square out eventually. It's fine. Let's move fast sleep. No, fucking, I'm watching you. And you're all kinds of sleepy. There's feet kicking around doing stuff. It's always nice to just have a chat. It is. I mean, generally speaking, I'm generally always like talking regardless of if I'm playing a game or whatever. I need to zoom out a bit because the dots get too small. I am usually talking regardless of if I'm streaming art or if I'm playing a game or whatever, right? I don't care. The conversation, my community and stuff like that comes first to me over, you know, being able to win a game. I don't give a fuck if I die. I don't give a fuck if it takes me 4, 5, 6 hours or whatever to change a font in my art. Like, big whoop. Usually speaking, my art streams, because like I said, normally what happens is I will normally not talk for much of it. So usually when it ends up getting edited and put on YouTube, I end up having like it double times fast forward or 5 times fast forward on the parts where I'm not conversational. So the only thing is there's going to be one where it's going to be probably mostly a 1-to-1 edit, which is kind of funny because I haven't had one of those for a very long time. It's not a bad thing. I just think it's funny. This is kind of basically what I did last time with Hype. There is a way to do this as like a fuck around font thing that you could do, but I ain't gonna find it. I'm gonna sit here and fucking figure out where it is. you know. I actually quite like these AQB 0048 songs, which is what's playing at the moment, if you're wondering, and the last one. Yes, this is the Yap channel. I was saying this earlier, so I probably should have put this stream. I know we're doing art, but I probably should have just listed it as just chatting, because like for 3 hours, easily 3 hours, I wasn't doing anything art wise. We were just looking at my cheese slap emote. We were staring into the face of this for like 3 hours. It's fine. It's fine. Like, it's gonna get real confusing for YouTube. Oh, you know what I should do? Actually, god damn it. You know what I should do? And I don't think it would work, but what I should do is I should speed up the entire stream and then overlay a shortened version of the conversation or something. But that wouldn't work because then I'd run out of art to look at during it for YouTube. But like, I could have done that. There's going to be like a couple of spots where I'm not talking. So the funniest thing with ArtStream is I don't pick up on any desktop audio and stuff. So when the stream finishes, the music is not saved to my VOD. So you have exclusively me and the microphone and whatever else sounds are going on in the fucking background. So every now and then you just have like pure cats screaming in the background, or like, I don't know, like my partner shutting a door or something like that. And it's like, it's really obvious. It's not obvious in like other games. And it's not obvious while it's live because for obvious reasons, like music's playing and stuff. But yeah, it gets funny later. Also, as I said in my thing, if you hear any music that you like and you want to know what the fuck it is, ask while it's playing because it won't be there afterwards. It might be visible here, but when I put it on YouTube, you won't be able to see it. So it's better off to just ask when it's playing, because we've had this a couple of times where the after stream, somebody's like, oh, I really liked a song that played, and it was like a techno thing or something like that. I'm like, the entire playlist was techno. And it's like, oh, it had ponies in it. I'm like, it was the pony playlist. It better have had ponies in it, you know. You know, it makes it a little bit complicated after the fact. I feel like that's not straight, like by a lot. Which of the 9,000 songs is it? Yeah, well, in this case, like, hold on. Does it tell me how many songs are in this? Sorry. I mean to be so close to the thing when I do that. Wonder if it tells me. No, go back. Take me back. I can't guarantee because the playlists I merged beforehand. Let me leave it on that. Let me go back over here. Without opening it, I can't guarantee the exact number, but I can give you a ballpark, give or take. My playlist. Maybe I should have put in here. I should have put some old midis. That would have been so great. I know I'm in the right spot, and I feel like I can't see it. I know I'm in the right spot though. Oh, there it is. All right, how many is in this? Okay. Without adding in the 6-hour playlist that I merged with this, the about 50 odd hours of this is 1,094 songs. I guess if you were to like scale it up to the 80 minutes, there's quite possibly 1,300 songs in this playlist alone. Probably. I'm going to take a solid guess at that. That sounds about right. So, yeah. Like, if somebody was to ask me after the fact what a song was at this point in, like, the thing, like, unless it's visible on the screen, like, some of these things have, like, playlist images. Some of them have videos. I can sometimes figure it out. But, like, most of the time, it ain't going to happen. I'm just not gonna get there. I don't have a set size for what I'm trying to do with this. I kind of was trying to take it out by about 2. I mostly just want to make it that the line is straight. Except, like, I don't know about you guys, but drawing with, like, fucking... stop that one. Drawing with the squares, it's fucking hard to see some days for me. Like, I don't know if it's, like, always like that for everybody else, but, like, some days it's easier to take a box on the parts where it's actually, like, good. The best part about doing emotes, I'm going to just say it right now, is that when it shrinks down to tiny, a lot of details don't fucking matter. So, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be okay in most cases. I think on any given day, if okay is the best you can give, you're doing good enough. I will, though. Hold on, let me actually get out my... I've got my tablet out this whole time, but I've been doing a lot of this with the mouse because a lot of this is, like, pretty easy enough for it. You know, the thing is, some of the music in this list, like, I didn't know I had it. I know I have it, but, like, I don't remember that I've got it. Lol. KitKat put the cat drawing back in Discord. KitKat's actually got, like, Keelan's got a few drawings in Discord already. Like, if you're ever interested in seeing some of the drawings in, like, the Art Fans, like, channel and shit, just scroll up. There's a lot of really fucking good art in there. Oh, yeah, the fucking cat meme thing. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, I have seen that. The biblical accurate cat. It's terrible. It's horrible and terrible and okay at the same time. Hold on. I react to that. It's my thing. The other thing, too, is I do have plans for, like, a whole heap of different emotes in the future, too, that I will eventually do. Like, tonight... I was hoping to maybe do 3, like I said, but, like, I have no worries about doing that. I'll do this whenever. This is going to replace Be Right Back in the free follower emote section, so that hopefully whenever I raid and stuff, I will have a raid emote, because I meant to do this ages ago, but I wanted something more than this, and I also wanted something that wasn't, like, so similar to my existing hype emote, but, like, if shit works, like, it ain't broken, you know? Might as well use it. Emotes can't be used in other channels unless they're subscribed, though. Oh, really? Really? Hold on. So if I've got follow emotes, like, I guess the thing is, because, like, I'm in my own channel at the moment. True. But the only other spot I've got for... Because I don't have any available slots. Like, for example, a follower Brick not being subbed. You're following Brick but not subbed. And none of his emotes available. Yeah, because part of why I wanted it to be one of the follower ones was so that people didn't have to pay to be able to use it. But I didn't know it could only be used if you're subbing. Because the thing is, at the moment, I don't have any available emote slots open. The only places I can put things is either exchanging my free emotes, my follower emotes, or I am working on my bit cheer tiers as well. So when people cheer bits, like different ones unlock. So I've got like passion for love and stuff like that as an alternate to love for the 1K bit cheers and stuff that unlocks for people that cheer. I don't know if that shit stays permanently though. Those emotes available. Can't post them in other channels when you raid. Is permanent? Cool. That's not too bad. My other thing too is I have trouble thinking of the bit cheer tier emotes. Because like I've got a list of different emotes I want to draw for, you know, sub unlocks and stuff like that. But I've got like, how many points am I away from it? I unlocked this 2 years ago and I haven't subbed in forever. That's fair. Hold on. Well, I didn't want to open that. Where's my Twitch? So, like sub slots or emote slots, sorry, at the moment. There's also, well, that is good though. I'm happy that those stay because I didn't know how those ones quite work. I know that they unlock, but I didn't know like how well they stay. Give me my browser back. How dare you put that in front of my face? It's a great video, but this is not the time. Anywho, I am like 21 subscriber points away from being able to unlock an emote. And at any given time, that goes up or down. So the subscriber points basically go up and down based on like how many people sub, right? Are subbed and stuff. So I would need to unlock 65, and I think it's like gives me one standard emote slot plus one animated emote slot, but I still have 6 animated emote slots to fill actively at the moment. And I don't have any other slots. I am super, like, I'm phasing out some of my old original ones that were just words, like tree. Although tree is, like, really still valid in so many games I play when I hit trees all the time. The one that I want to fucking remove at the moment, the one that I want to replace with raid is this one. It's fine. I don't mind it, but I wanted raid to be in that spot. Yeah. Working on it. I have all sorts of ones that I can't use at the moment because I just don't have slots open. Who pinged me? Yeah, it's fine. You go away. This is some excellent bit emotes. Lol. Yeah, they're pretty good. These on both a fair bit. I'm thinking bits emotes would be best to make them something people would want just to have, not related to your channel. Yeah, see, the thing is, at the moment, I've got, like I said, I've got passion as an alternate to love. And it's nothing special. It's a rework kind of thing, right? And I will eventually have different ones in there. I would still like them to be my character doing something, right? But not necessarily something that I want to be a subscriber emote, right? So I don't want it to be something that people will want to express and therefore require a sub for. Although, obviously, like if you fucking pay bits and shit, obviously you get to keep the thing, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that. But I also will probably I'll change passion out of there at some point. I need to go a little bit higher up. You temporarily consider using BTTV or 7TV FFZ host on third party, anyone who uses the extension, and put them in real emote slots once they unlock. Though, as you are an artist yourself, I'm sure that would be a bigger consideration. See, basically, the ones that I'm using at the moment in the bit cheers are the Twitch free emotes that they like allow you to use in whatever fucking color you choose and stuff. So yeah, I've got those at the moment just to fill the slots so that I'm aware that there is something. Plus, I do use the excited cheering one a little bit. Hold on. I use this one a bit, so I don't mind that it's there because I can still use them wherever, because obviously as the host of the channel, I can use my own shit, whatever I upload anywhere, basically. That's why I was a bit confused, like what is and isn't workable. Um, Personally, I kind of hate those extensions because you don't have them. People just look like they're saying random weird stuff. Exactly. So I've had it a few times where people have just been in chat and spamming, like obviously they are spamming an emote and the people can see their own emote. But from my perspective, like I might just see like the word egg, egg, or like hat or lol, troll, lol, or something like that, like a bunch of phrases over and over again without actually seeing the word because I don't have the extension enabled. I see you, Keelan. Don't you worry. Eventually, I will make a lurk emote and stuff as well, and we can have some premium lurks going on in here. You know, I'm still drawing the same thing, by the way, Keelan. We've been talking, we've been gas bagging for like a good 4 hours. It's been fantastic. I saw your more drawings and stuff in Discord, and the cursed ear cat ear thing. I've seen that. I know what it is. It's just as cursed as ever. It's still good though. Still good. I also think a lot of those generic Mimi emotes, ugly, dumb, lol. Don't want people using them in my chat. The thing is, you can't kind of ever avoid what people will use in your chat. That's realistically the only thing, unless you know what it is and you choose to block the expression itself. In which case it will cause it to fail, because even my own emotes, because I've got the word April blocked as a blocked word, it's not something that shows up and comes through. So I had to, like, I don't get a choice with my emotes. They're automatically April, and that's okay. But I had to like fuck around with my block sensors to still be able to block the word April, but still be able to use what do you call it? The my brain's working. Still be able to use the emotes and stuff. So it was a little bit of a complex thing with that. Ignoring the global emotes, the rest you have to choose which are enabled for the channel. So you do have largely control to curate that as the channel owner. Though can be maybe understand some of the sentiment there. So plenty of terrible looking default Twitch emotes too. That's what I'm talking about, because like I've seen some like really fucking obscene shit come through. I've seen people that put like extremely sexualized stuff in here, and like I don't want that as like one of my rules anyway, is I don't want that kind of content in here. But then like to try to bypass it by throwing down a like a highly sexualized emote, like it makes me uncomfortable. And you know, somebody's paid to get that emote, or they have been gifted that emote, and it kind of feels like honestly a little bit of a dick move to be like, oi, please don't use that here. Especially since like everybody has different levels of sensibilities and stuff like that towards said content and stuff anyway. So, you know, each their own kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I get the sentiment of not wanting certain stuff, but unfortunately, it is the internet. And unless you're going to sit down and take the time to block the things that do bother you, somebody's gonna bring it in eventually. Like how we were talking earlier about the concept of like, you know, it's okay to have like one or two people that's like, I don't know, lightly problematic, but when that starts influencing other people around you as well, it's the same kind of concept with the emotes and stuff. If somebody will walk in and take it to the absolute maximum extreme that you wish that they never would, you know, how I see it. Yeah, there's plenty of channel emotes on Twitch that are pushing the suggestive guidelines. Oh man, there are. That you don't like, lol. Wish I could ban these random guys from my chat. Oh, the Max lol and lol. I don't mind those two. There's I know that like putting it up is like basically inviting somebody to like use it purposely to annoy me. So anybody that is present that is aware of this, I will appreciate if you like don't purposely be an asshole about this stuff. But realistically, the only sort of public emotes, I guess, that sort of bother me if I could scroll down, because there's some of the oldest ones that are here. Like, some of this took me a while to kind of get the idea of like who the fuck are these faces and stuff. I don't like that one, and not a big fan of that one, and I wonder if they removed the other one. It'd be great if they did. I don't see it. Okay, there used to be like a little red ball that was crying, and it was from a game. It was like, I don't know what it was, but I don't see it in here anymore. But there was one that was like this kind of like crying red ball, and I don't like it because that was from the first stream I ever did, and the person that I had at the time was trying to do like kink shit in my channel and was using that as a method of personal expression, and I did not like that. So I'm glad that that one doesn't seem to be there anymore. But I don't like the baby one because I fucking hate the babies. I hate babies in general, so that's just ugh. Like, I don't want to see it. The guy that's like sleazing, it's a fucking sleazing. Oh my god, the guy that's like sleeping, that's bored. I only ever get that when somebody is like bored listening to me, and I find it's like generally an expression of somebody purposely being rude and being like, oh my god, will you shut up, kind of thing. It's like, just fuck off. Just fuck off. You know, if you're going to feel that way, if you're going to take the time to find the emote and express yourself, fuck off. Like, that's how I feel about it. And yeah, the ballbuster one I'm just not okay with for obvious reasons. So I don't know who these are. Look, they could have been streamers. They could have been the original creators. I don't know. I just assume that they are that, something like that. I don't know who this guy is. Well, but they're just dudes' faces. I don't like the super, super low res ones that are like ultra blurry and old, but I guess because they've been around for so long, people are just used to using them. It's just kind of what they've gotten used to. Most people don't know who they are. It's just an emote people like because the expression. Yeah. Like, I don't mind there's two like anime-ish ones in here that I don't mind. You used one. I don't mind the T-chick version of the one that you used. Like the waving hello one, and there's a purple haired chick that I really connected with when I started streaming because I didn't have my avatar yet, but obviously eventually I had the purple hair on my avatar. I don't mind those two because like I used them a lot myself when I started and I didn't have anything. And when I'd greet people, I'd use that, and or like that was kind of my reaction, which now we kind of have a variation of expressing that emotion. Hold on. We have shocked tier 1, shocked tier 2, and shook now to express that exact emotion. So it's fine. I said there's way cuter emotes, so there are. Okay, not everyone. Was it not every laugh has got to be cute? Yeah. This is sleazy. It ruins the aesthetic though. To a degree. Like, the thing is, like, I find that like some people will come from like different types of games or will kind of connect with different emotes. Like, I was showing this earlier. Hold on. Let me bring it back in. What I kind of like get a bit of emote kind of ideas from reference images. Come here, you. Open that up and open up where's Mega's. Open hers up. I need to open up 2 of hers, I think. Maybe 3 pages of hers. Hold on. Yeah, 3 pages. Okay, and Sephora's, and I think that's everything I've got at the moment for this kind of expression. So, this is how I used to look. That's also fair too if you like physically relate as well to like one of the images. Like, that makes sense. Like, it makes it easier for me because I literally draw myself, my character, my avatar is referenced from me and swatched from me. So when I use my own emote, fucking hell, I'm self-representing. But yeah, for me, for instance, like I see other people's like emotes, like this sort of stuff, and like we were talking about this earlier. I like Ellie's rave emote, and I will take some inspiration from her when I make mine. But like as I said earlier, I do not like drawing in chibi, and I will not draw my character chibi. So I will have to work out how to draw mine full style like this for that. So that's going to be complicated and technically difficult to be able to do stuff like that. But when it comes to emotes, like for instance, Megas are super cute, and like I reference some of hers, but I try not to do copy, which is why I want to redo this, because it is a more or less trace over. Because as I explained earlier, when I drew this, I was just at the start of streaming, and I hadn't drawn for like 10 years, and I drew this with a mouse, and I hadn't drawn on the computer for like 10 years. And I just needed something to give me guidelines to start with, because I had no way of like drawing a picture on the paper and getting it into the computer. I didn't think about using a camera as like a valid method of getting image into the computer, because like if I have a look on this, hold on, let's zoom out. Let's get her to the top. Like this is what we started with Hype. That was the traditional drawing, and I took a photo. You can see, because like the edges and stuff are off, but I had to take a physical photo of that to get her into the computer so that I could work with it and stuff. So I also had to learn how to take a really even photo to where the page isn't warped as well, because some of my drawings are a little warped. Like my avatar one for her wings and her tail were warped. So when I had to do my avatar, I had to go back and take new photos and draw new art and stuff, because it just wouldn't work. But like Megas, for instance, like I like her crying one. I like her hugging one. I like her like overwhelming love kind of one. I like this thing. Like I'd like to do stuff like that, but I also have to admit that I don't have an overly cartoonish expressive style. So a lot of this stuff does not fit. And like I said, with like things like Keck and, you know, the Fry like squinting from Futurama and stuff, I do not want to draw, like I don't want to do a repaint of something that exists. I want to draw it physically myself and make it exist and stuff. Like for instance, like her hydrate. If you have a close look at her hydrate, right, and you have a close look at my hydrate, can you see the influence? But it is clearly my art and her art. There is an influence, but I've also made it like I drink water, so you know it's going to be water. I also wanted it to just be the glass and not the straw, but I really couldn't figure out how to draw the glass up to her face. So this is what we ended up with, you know. And I love this thing. I fucking love this thing, but that wouldn't work with my art style for like my character and stuff. We were talking about it earlier that I could try to work with it with this, with like, you know, more like the bug-eyed kind of, you know, pleading emote type thing, but I don't think it would quite work either. So that's fine. I'll figure out stuff. But I was going to do a blanket one, which honestly, one of Sylvixen's old ones has kind of like the same vibe for what I was going to do with this. So that would have worked. And what else? I missed something. It's partly that, and partly because I was by far the most popular emote, BTTV, before it eventually got added to Twitch for real. That's another thing too, is Twitch is adding like a whole heap of animated stuff. When they said that they were going to add so many more animated emotes, I just cringed so hard immediately, because from my perspective, I'm only learning how to do the bare minimum with animating. Like, you know, my cheese slap emote and stuff like that, and my wiggly and stuff like that. Like, that's some effort to get that in there. Like, I don't have those kind of skills. I'm learning, right? Where is my other one? Where is my cheese slap? Oh, there it is. It's fucking hiding in plain sight. These two and stuff, like, they took me a fair bit to get those. Actually, Wiggly was an accident. Just the same as cheese slap. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just, around the time when they came out with that, I'm like, I really wish they'd just add more baseline like non-animated emote slots. But my problem is, to get those for me, I need subs, and I never ask for people to like sub. Like, you sub if you want to, but you don't fucking go out of your way for that shit. And yeah, so like I'll get there eventually, but it kind of sucks because this is kind of what stalled me a little bit with Artstream. As I started drawing emotes, I started doing stuff for my avatar, I started drawing stuff for like my about page and all these things so that I could have something, but then my emotes haven't kind of like kept unlocking, and I don't have the creativity yet in mind for like the bit like tiers and stuff. I am getting there. It's just holy shit. Takes a bit, you know. It's like I said earlier, perspective is hard. Drawing like what I'm thinking is also difficult, and like also getting it in the right kind of thing where it works, also pretty difficult. That actually looks really nice with like the fucking what do you call it? Like the sandy paper color. So I saw it on the screen. The fat green frog is precious. The green frog. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, Mega has like heaps of like frog related stuff. She loves frogs. So she was a little like magic cat at first. She was like this little creature thing. I don't know if she's got a better one. There's actually, hold on. I'm missing one. Also, that I influenced as well. These two influenced my blushing emote and my shocked emote as well. I love this thing. I can't really apply that to my character, but I fucking love this thing, right? It's so cute. But there's one that's just peeking up here, and I don't know if I actually have a picture of it in color. I know I do. It is so cute. This thing, look at it. All right, let me zoom in. Look at it. It's so cute. Like, her avatar was basically like this little cat, this like little plumpy cat thing, and then she's changed to like more of a cat girl to she's more humanoid now and stuff. Like her character's transformed like all the fuck. But like I look around at other people's emotes and stuff, and I see because Twitch is still even 2 years in new to me, right? So these things were super new to me when I first came on. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, how am I supposed to create these? So I just looked around. I took a bunch of screenshots. Whenever I was gifted a sub, I took screenshots in color. And I was like, okay, so this is how somebody's expressing themselves. And I just look at my, like, you know, when you do messages and stuff like that, like I look at whatever the emote is that I use the most. I don't know what this is. Is this the end of that? Yeah, get out of there. So I look at whatever emotes I'm actively using the most, and then I try to create one for it. So when I started using, where is my emote? When I started using XD expression a lot out of the blue, I'm like, I need to make an emote for that. This, huh? I love this song. This one's a good one. Yeah, when I started using this kind of expression a lot, I'm like, I need to draw that. So obviously I like got in and made it and stuff, and like hype and love and stuff like that. Like I wanted those pretty early. I wanted I would like something like that. I was going to do something like that with this, but I also wouldn't mind having something independent art wise that's different for that, because every time I draw something I will use it multiple times for like other stuff, because like things take ages. Usually drawing takes me ages, so yeah, if I can reuse it or repurpose it elsewhere for something else, it's great. Give an artist this Fidel emote and was like, make me this, and I think she did a great job. I think she did a really great job. I also watched Fidel as well. The hilarious stream. It's crazy at times. But yeah, I like your little like waving emote as well. I was talking about this earlier, but I do want it in a wave emote, but where is it? I was planning to kind of like work with two drawings independent of each other and create like its own drawing from this. I literally just drew my own hand, and I pulled an old drawing out that had like really crisp line art and stuff from like 2011 probably. And yeah, I'm like, I could work with this. Like, I could make this work. Like, I could also remove the ears and stuff. Also, now that I notice it, it's one of the few images I've got where my character's got a ponytail instead of her hair up and down at the same time, or just exclusively down. Also, I love the little pouty crying emote. Everybody fucking loves my pouty crying emote because it's aqua. It's drawn off, traced off Aqua, because I drew this with a mouse, by the way. This was like one of the first emotes. It took me forever to do her hair, and yeah, I had to kind of like repurpose Aqua's anime emote to my character kind of thing. So this was almost a redraw, recolor, basically. But what's that Aqua when she's inconvenienced for like 0.1 seconds? Yeah. But the thing is, like, I want to redo her. I know everybody loves her. I want an exclusive pouting emote, and I want a separate crying emote. And I do think I can kind of do this kind of thing without being too cartoony to this. But I also want to refresh her lines, because when you look at her, oh god, that's going to be loud as fuck. Hold on, let me turn that down. Sorry for anybody that gets this stuck in the head. So when you look at her, and she's drawn with a mouse, right? And then you look at my actual regular art and stuff, and my lines are like way crisper compared to her. So I want to fix her up so she looks a little bit better and more like my stuff, you know. Details would get lost when shrunk down. Yeah, well, you can still see her when she's shrunk down pretty okay. Like, you can't see that she's crying, but you can definitely see it. She's expressing pout or like frustration or something. But yeah, I've definitely learnt a lot since then. So a lot of my stuff, like, this is still really clear when it's small. It's good. Is it comfy? Yeah, I'm gonna make like a blanky one that's like comfy. But I want to use my star blanket that's like gray and white for her. So I think that will kind of like work. But I've also got to work out how to do stars on angles and shit. So that's also great. I love Lime's emote so much. They're all ferrets, would look all the same. It's jellyfish. I've seen Lime's stuff as well, because I like how well she's her tracking animates and stuff is really, really good. The same. The Boggle Eye one, I literally use MS Paint to draw janky circle eyes and a jellyfish. It cracks me up so much. Yeah, let me see that bigger. Yeah, that's pretty funny. The funniest thing is, like, hold on. I'm gonna have to see if I can pull up the first. Like, I was gonna do this earlier and I kind of forgot, but the first fucking wallpaper I ever drew for my character, I'm gonna have to censor a little bit on it. Hold up. I drew in Paint. Not in 2000, not in 1, 2, maybe 3. Let's have a look at 03 Paint. I did some good shit in 03. I did some actually pretty insane fucking drawings for back then. MS Paint never held me back. I'll say that much. Maybe that one, if it's full size. I'll pull a couple of pictures in. I'll make them safe to bring in for myself. Hold on. Move that over here. I probably could have done that in white. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but like, I'm trying to like draw over something. Hold on. I don't want to bring it into this program because it'll automatically just throw it on. This song. I